What is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to Dylan Talks Tone. Let me just make sure we got... Yep, okay, cool. Everything's good. This is obviously a guitar channel. This is what we do here. And for those of you that are new to the channel, when we get a new guitar in, or some kind of gear, significant gear, to the channel, I like to unbox it live because that takes away sort of any, like, you're not being honest about how good this guitar is, etc. So if we find a problem with it, we got to throw it back in the box and return it, or there are little issues that we got to deal with. We'll find that out right now, and we'll find that out together, which is kind of cool. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you like guitar stuff, and you like some of the mods that we're going to do to this guitar, or the one that we saw today, in the video, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and the like button. That would be really amazing. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year, so we're at like 86,000 or something. So that'd be really cool. Also, do me a favor and hit the like button and the subscribe button. No, I already said that. Check out patreon.com/DylanTalksTone, as well as the super chat and the super thanks things. If you don't like Patreon, you can do that stuff to support the channel, because that's how we buy these guitars. Guitar brands don't send me stuff. I actually have to buy the stuff. So we use the Patreon and the YouTube dollars to do that. So very super cool. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Like I said, it's in the box. I haven't even opened it today. Let's see. We got ProTech Malibu with a blue blade. I think this is a 20 CV. Yep, 20 CV blade. This is a Blade Show exclusive knife that I got while I was at the Blade Show. All right. This came in via FedEx this afternoon, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So, Sweetwater. Gray balloony foamy stuff. Oh, candy check. We got Bit of Honey, Tootsie Roll, Laffy Taffy, some kind of Tootsie Roll that's yellow, and some kind of Old Man Mint. All right. Cool. These Squiers come in these tiny little baby boxes. Alright. We will keep all the packaging because we will sell this to one of you. If one of you is interested in this guitar, once the mods are all done, we will be selling it. Basically what I try to do is get what I paid for it, only it's all modded up and cool. So, here it is. Ceiling fan is going. Don't hit the ceiling fan. I'm pretty excited about this. I should say, I ordered this guitar based on a survey that I did on YouTube and on Facebook, and you are the ones that picked it. Of any of these paranormal things, which paranormal one should I buy? I think there was one vote for the 12 string. Nah, P90 is where it's at. All right. More Sweetwater stuff. Cool. Wow, this thing is pretty. Whoa, is it pretty. Holy smokes, is it pretty. It's, so, I've got that Gibson up there. This has got a little bit more of a fendery, pinky twinge to the color. It's not pink, but it's just a little bit more, not as cherry. And of course it's, a smooth urethane finish. Oh, and it's a smooth urethane finish on the back of the neck. Oh man, that neck is really pretty too. It's got some nice figuring in it. Very cool. Somebody was asking about tuners. It is conventional, like vintage style safety post tuners. We've got black peg head. We've got a black nut. We've got two P90s. And somebody said that the bridge would say Epiphone on it, but I don't see that yet. But I don't have it off the guitar. Once I take it off the guitar, we'll check it out. This guitar is cool. I like that. No football jack, just straight in the side. Super cool. Not heavy. Very, very cool. All right, let's answer a couple of questions, and then we'll get this thing tuned up, and see what it sounds like. What's the neck profile? It's the normal Fender C profile for sure. And it's a 24/7/5 scale. And this is not semi-hollow. Cool. All right, well, let me get this thing tuned up. That's a sweet looking guitar. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Here, we might as well give you a... There you go. Give you a super chat horn. All right, let me throw a strap on this thing. Let me get it tuned up, and let's see how it sounds. I'm going to say fret quality, so edges and stuff. Here, let's give you a bit of a pan down so we can see what's going on. Fret edges, fret quality, perfect. No sharp edges. Neck relief is flat. Action could be a little lowered over here, but we're not going to worry about all that right now. We'll worry about that when we start actually doing setup stuff on it. But right out of the box, the thing's probably going to be playable with no problem. All right. This is the boring part where we get to tune it. All right, well, let's just see what this thing sounds like. So the way I typically do this is I'm going to shut this microphone off, and then you're just going to hear the guitar, and then I'll turn it back on, and we will get back to it. So... Well, I would say that besides being in desperate need of new pickups, this thing is amazing. That neck pickup is really it's the normal cheap P90 neck pickup that's just really super muddy and kind of just dead sounding. The bridge pickup's okay, but obviously I don't know why you wouldn't do both of them. So we're going to obviously put a new set of pickups in it. We'll probably replace the pots in this guitar and maybe the switch, but if it works, it works. On this cheaper stuff, I've been messing around with stuff like not replacing stuff if it doesn't need it, you know. We're going to use the tuners for a few days and see if it's something that needs to be replaced, but I kind of doubt it. These tuners are usually pretty good. It needs strings more than anything. First impressions about playing it, it definitely is 3/4 of an inch shorter than a Fender. Like even standing here holding it, the neck like feels like it should be longer. I play, Gibson stuff so much it doesn't matter, but it is sort of interesting to feel a shorter scale with a Fender profile neck. The neck is great. This is a really good neck because it doesn't feel like a Gibson at all. It feels like a Fender, but just shorter. Just shorter. And the finish is great. The setup is fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's great. The pickups just suck. But we knew that was going to happen because that always happens with these cheaper P90s. They just turn into kind of mud balls, which is, that's totally fine. That's kind of how they are, which is no big deal. So let's see if there's any other questions about it. Let's see. That color scheme is excellent. I agree. Yeah, and it definitely is junior sounding. But well, when we do, I'm going to do some videos where we play the Gibson stuff next to this. Once I get good pickups in it, we'll play them back to back. I have 2 other juniors, and we'll play those back to back with this guitar and see how they sound. It's going to be kind of fun. I'm going to say that they're $500K, just cheap pots in here. Probably something like that. Yeah, man, this thing is super cool. I really, really like this guitar. I'm very excited about it. For those of you that are interested, we will have it available when it is done. It's going to have new pickups in it and probably some new wiring. I don't know if I'm going to replace the tuners. We'll probably sell it for like $500 when it's done, shipped anywhere in the United States. Probably have it around a few weeks and then ship it out to anybody if they want it. So get in contact with me. Go to the chat on the website if that's something that you want to do, and we'll knock this thing out. Do a couple of videos with it and send it on to a new home if that's something you're into, because this thing's super cool. This is a very cool guitar. If you are a Fender person but you want this sound, this is going to be the thing. Once we get those pickups in this guitar, it is going to be really good because the rest of the guitar is phenomenal. So there you go. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the live unboxing of the Gibder. That's what I call it. It's the Gibder. I think it's going to be a pretty cool little build project. So I'll make the pickups for it next week, and we'll put it in another video. Oh, it's got a neck angle. Oh, I just noticed that, which would make sense. But it's got about 3 degrees of neck angle. Machined into the neck pocket, so it doesn't have a shim in there, I don't think, but we'll take it apart and we'll look. But yeah, it's got about 3 degrees of neck angle, which would make sense because of the bridge type. So this is a very unique Fender instrument. I was thinking that it felt sort of tilted back, but I was looking at the peg head going, no, it's straight. But now I look at that and it does have a neck angle in the neck pocket, which is really, really cool. I'll put when we were building custom tellies, I'd put 2 degrees in a telly because I really, really like that. It changes the playability of the guitar. So very cool, man. This is a really cool guitar. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for the super chat that came in. We will probably see you on Monday.